Let us do something that I want to do when I'm starting a video. Which one can I use? Let's use this one. I like blowing these things, you know. It's that time of the year. Now, maybe it's my intuition for some reason. You never know. I always follow my intuition. Chosen ones. Somewhere post-awakening. A few months, maybe, most likely months, could even be some years. The demon that has been tracking you, has been after you, is going to manifest and is going to reveal itself to you. Again, this video is not for everybody. Don't try to squeeze yourself, try to understand these things. They are going to make your head spin. You're not chosen, you don't understand these things, your spiritual stuff. Keep scrolling. The ones that get this information, they know it. You are going to be introduced. The demon will reveal itself somewhere post-awakening. Let me give you a little bit of a background of this particular demon. That demon that has been battling with you and fighting with you has got to be defeated. If you didn't even know that already, the demon was trying to take you out so many times. There's a lot of times when that demon tried to take you out. Maybe overdose, maybe poison, maybe car accident, maybe something happened. It has been trying to take you out. Now you see, the thing is, with these entities that fighting chosen ones, they work and operate in the shadows. Let us say this one more time, very slowly. These entities and demons that are operating, fighting against you, and have been doing so for years, they work behind the shadows. It is going to take you a very long time for you to realize that there's a demon that has been fighting you for the longest of time. So you're a person who has been like, you know, you don't understand what is wrong, you know, maybe it has something with your relationship, something with your finances, something with your jobs, health. And you have been struggling with these things for so long. They wasn't making sense. You're trying to catch up on it. Why is it something this, or why am I living a certain way? You've been asking yourself those questions. It was not a coincidence. You see, one of the things you need to understand about demons. Demons, the very first thing they do to destroy your life, they're going to get into your head. What they do and how they do it to get into your life, they first of all get access to your mind. So the demon lives inside of your brain, inside of your mind, the subconscious mind. They're not physical things that, okay, so you see it outside, you follow it. No. They live inside your brain. That is where they have made their home. So what is really happening, you have got to understand. A person will come in and they're going to tell you, oh, you know, I have a friend of mine, they sell that type of drugs. You know, come and follow me to the bar. Let us go and have one beer. One beer doesn't hurt you. It doesn't hurt you. You know, one beer won't do you any bad. So they're going to come and somebody is going to drag you and take you in a completely different direction. So this video is also for the chosen ones who are not aware that they are chosen. And slowly, slowly, you're going to start doing something different. But in most cases, we know that chosen ones, I could say almost 99% of the times, you have been attacked by narcissists. So it is going to be very clear that all your life you have been attacked by these narcissists, and you will realize, because you have told you the demon lives in your brain, you will realize that for the longest of time, you have been dragged very far away from your true authentic self. Because when the demon went into your mind, it started pumping a lot of junk into your head. It could be drugs, it could be different things, it could be sex, it could be, you know, all of a sudden you get addicted to sex, you know. It's a demon. You're going to get addicted. It is going to make you addicted to it through sex, because it needs to establish the soul tie so it can keep around longer, hook onto you longer, your spirit longer. It could be sex, it could be so many different things. Family could be your father. Abuse after abuse, manipulation, gaslighting, the beatings, everything, whatever. This demon I've told you that you've been fighting, that demon has been around for some time. You know, I've told you guys that you guys are fighting spiritual or what ancient. This warfare is ancient in nature, very ancient nature in nature. It is not something that started today. It is not something that started yesterday. That warfare has been happening for generations, from generations to generations. The only difference is now, because of evolution, we have evolved. So you now see that the warfare changes a little bit because we understand it better now. But many years ago, it was a little bit more primitive. There was no information out there. Yes, there were some elders who used to talk about those things, but it wasn't understood the same way we do understand it now. Most part of your life, I could say even 99% of your life, that demon has been around you. You didn't know it. You didn't know it. It has been there. It has been very close to you. And you see, there's a reason as to why that demon has always been close to you and attacking you for generations. I've told you this is not something that just happened the last year. It has been going on even in the past lives. You have just been returning in a different body, but you've been fighting the same demon. Because I'll tell you this. That demon is supposed to be defeated. If you failed in the past life, the battle is going to continue in the next life. You're going to continue a similar battle. It will be different bodies. It will be the same energy. Until you evolve out of that low frequency, rise up, shine your light, become the most realist, authentic, truest version of yourself, to the degree whereby that demon can no longer affect you. That is when you know you will have defeated the demon. And that is exactly when the cycle will break. Spiritual warfare is a cycle. You have been fighting this battle, you did not even know that you was fighting. Until the moment comes where you now see exactly what kind of battle have you been fighting behind the scenes that you had no idea about. Do you remember all those job losses, firing from work, those rejections, those financial losses, feeding from hand to mouth, moving from job to job, from city to city, from home to home, from relationship to relationship? It was that demon. Now, something happens And there's a reason as to why that demon has been fighting you for ages. The main intention of that demon, the demon understands you are a very high vibrational soul. And the demon wanted at every cost to keep you in a lower state of frequency, or I could say vibration, that you could never be able to evolve. Your soul will never be able to evolve. Is why you have been suffering and going around and around in cycles, unending cycles. You was never able to evolve because that demon was very close and around you at the time. So the characters you've been dealing with, like these parents, these what do they call them? The parents, the friends, the relationships. It's just been a switch up of vessels. You know, is what I've told you guys. You have got to realize, don't take these things personal. You know, you don't take it personal because you finally understand that your father was under spiritual demonic possession. The partner you was dating was demonically possessed. The people that have been working around you, they have just been used as vessels to get the devil's job done. But it wasn't personal. When you understand these people and you release them, you learn how to forgive them and watch them from a distance. And you will understand that it was never personal. It was spiritual warfare you've been battling for this whole time, my chosen ones. There is no amount of relief that is equivalent to that relief that you will get when you finally understand what kind of battles you've been fighting behind the scenes. It is a different type of relief. It's on a different level. Now you see, like I've told you, the intention has been to keep you in a loop, to keep you in a cycle. You are supposed to stay small, play small. You would never really realize, self-actualize, evolve, and become your truest, authentic version. So so that you will be able to step into your fully divine purpose, your full divine purpose. The reason as to why you're here on this rim. So these demon or demons, some of you may have been dealing with many. Personally, it was the Jezebel, that succubus spirit that has been battling with me for around me for quite a long time, period of time. That demon has also manifested in a lot in my family, the family where I come from, and I've been running into that demon often, the Jezebel, the succubus spirit. So when you awaken, these layers peel off, the veil lifts. So now you can look through the spiritual world. So you now understand what have you been battling for the longest of time. So because you are now able to see all those things that you was never able to see, one way or the other, that demon will introduce itself. And again, ladies and gentlemen, the noise will be too loud. It will be very difficult to ignore. The sight or the vision will be too clear. It will be very hard to ignore. It is the demon that has introduced itself. It is like, okay, so that is what it is. So that demon, when I woke up, I think it was about 6-7 months, it introduced and manifested itself in the great narcissist. Okay? So that's the reason actually why I finally broke away. Eventually, I did. When I recognized this, that particular day, I started packing. It was time to go. Okay, and you guys already know how we do it. You move quietly. You don't say anything. So it was a Jezebel. Okay, to be precise, the succubus. maybe even incubus, I'm not even sure. But I knew that this is exactly what I was dealing with for the longest of time. It is going to be too loud, you cannot ignore. It will be unbelievable. I have to keep on looking because there's some dogs sometimes sneaking up on me. So when the demon introduces itself, so this is like we're not talking about this 3D stuff that you understand these things on a spiritual from a spiritual perspective. Whichever the person will be at the point at that time, you will understand the spirit that is behind that person, and you will understand that this is what you've been dealing with for the longest of time. But you see, like I've told you, the difference is many years ago, you was asleep because the intention of that demon was to keep you asleep. The devil sends the demon, go follow that individual wherever they are, keep them as asleep as they can be. We cannot allow them to shine. So most of the times you've seen, maybe for example in your family, oh dad, I want to open this business. Forget about that business. What are you talking about? Do you know how many people have tried that business and it didn't work? I was an artist. I used to be an artist, crafts. I would make crafts. I was very good at crafts. And I had passion for crafts back in the days when I was younger. So I was thinking that maybe I can follow this road. Let's see how it goes. But little didn't I realize that I could not follow up that passion because I was around the wrong environment. So sometimes you're seeing your parents discouraging you from things that you love. Recently, we saw one of the boxers who fell out with his father, for some longest period of time. For whichever reason, I'm not surprised because I personally fell out with my father many years ago, a couple of years ago. So you have been having a parent that has been pointing you towards a certain direction. That is where you need to go. And it couldn't make sense to you. You could not figure it out. So my chosen one, I can promise you something. You have been destined for greatness. You have been fighting for the longest of time. You have been fighting a battle that you didn't even know, you wasn't even aware you were fighting. It was happening so secretly, kept under the radar to an extent that you did not even know what you was battling. Did you know that you could even have been in a job and they tried to fire you and you didn't even know who fired you from that job? The manager will tell you, I don't know. Somebody just said this or somebody just said it. Nobody knows. Everybody runs away from accountability. But the person that has fired you was not even in that job place. The person that has fired you was from somewhere else. They gave an order. That guy needs to leave that job. Don't keep him in that company. I know these things I'm talking about. You may think I'm making up stories. Now, the whole mission of this and the whole intention of this whole thing, for you to be able to evolve, let me say this very slowly so that we get it properly. For you to be able to evolve and ascend into higher consciousness, you have got to look this demon in the face and fight it head on. You are meant to defeat the demon. You are meant to defeat the demon. It is until you defeat that demon. So let me say, for example, if I've been a person who has been battling different types of illnesses, maybe it could be addictions, it could be different types of things. You are supposed to overcome those things. For you to be able to evolve and move to the next level, you have got to overcome whichever thing you realize that has been dragging you back and keeping you stuck in a loop. You are meant to overcome, fight it head on, and you're meant to win. Whether the victory might manifest on the physical or it might manifest on the spiritual, because there's some cases where you might have to battle in the spirit. So you may sometimes have these dreams, you might be battling something in your spirit, and in that dream or vision, whatever, you are going to defeat that demon in a dream. So that is when you know that you have got full victory. But even on the physical, it could be things that you're battling with that you're supposed to overcome for you to be able to evolve, because that is what the demon has been using to keep you stuck for ages. So you are meant to overcome those things so you can now move to the next level. That's what it is, my chosen ones. You know? So you can now move to the next level and evolve to become your truest, most authentic version. The battle you're fighting, my chosen ones, is spiritual in nature. The quicker you realize and understand this, the better for you. It is going to make it easier because now you understand what you're dealing with. But I can promise you and I can guarantee you, that demon is going to confront you. It may be physically, so for me it was those narcissists, and eventually the greater one, and at some point a psychopath, then there was a sociopath, then there was a witch coven. So it has been happening, but I could now recognize the sequence. I could recognize the pattern. What I've been battling for the longest of time. Not to scare you, but for you to win this spiritual warfare is taking it head on. Become aware. Call back your power. Call back your energy. Get informed. Spiritual practices. Fortify yourself. And you're ready to go to war. Either way, the reason why you have been attacked the most, because the demon knows the power and the anointing that is on your life. And the demon understands fully the magnitude of your power. Should you step fully into that power, that demon has got no power over you. Is why it has been very necessary for that demon to keep you in lower states of vibration, so you could never step fully into your power. Whenever you try to leave, oh, this relationship is not working, you try to leave, they come back. Oh, give me another chance on this and this, you come back in the same cycle. You leave your parents, oh, why did you leave father? Father is in hospital dying, come back, the same cycle. You have been going in cycles because the people that have been around you have been used by those, there have been vessels that have been used by those demons to attach themselves to you so that you could never be free, you could never move out, go there, become your truest authentic nature. Let me know what you think about the video. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Desamos signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.